Good afternoon, Stampin' friends, and welcome to Sunday Stamp with Susan. I am so glad to be back with you after a month. I figured out it's been a month, and it's just been hard not to want to do it and be with you. So I am very glad. I hope there are people that will join. Say hi, or if you're watching the replay later on, comment replay so that I know you're watching. This is the August host code 3A 4U 9D VP. To order, simply go to www.susancarlson.stampinup.net and then use the host code to put in an order. Oh, Jennifer, so glad to have you join us. So we've got 2 weeks left. No, not quite. About 10 days left on our celebration. And I just wanted to bring something to your attention. I am going to be using, and I already went past them. Going to be using our little friend, the hippos, in a different way. So these are, the stamp set is free with a $50 order, and the dies are free with an additional $50 order. Okay, bring them on. Judy's there. Somebody wants to join, and I don't know how to do that. But hi, Judy. Donna Bryson. I'm not sure how to get you on here, so I hope you can watch. So, the hippo dies are free with a $50 order. The hippo stamp set, Hippos, is free with a $50 order. Now, not that you have to get the dies, because you could fussy cut these pieces. It's just that there are some pieces in here that you don't get with the stamp set. With the stamp set, you get 3 hippos and 4 sentiments. This brings you a lot. Donna. Oh, there you are, Donna. Thank you for joining. Okay, so this is also, I'll be using some things from our mini catalog, also known as our holiday catalog. Well, I guess I won't go through the book. I'll show you. Actually, I'll be using some of the things from our Santa Express and a couple of things from Rooted in Nature. So let me set this aside and I'll show you the card that we're going to make today. She is a little Christmas hippo with some unusual Christmas colors, but she's dancing along. She's all ready for Christmas in her tutu, and she's got her toenails painted and her ballet slippers on, and she's got candy canes in her hand. So this is our card for today. Going to start out with our 11 by, no, our 8 1/4, 8 1/2, I'll get it right, 8 1/2 by 5 1/2, scored at 4 1/4. We're going to fold that in half and give it a nice score. Nice sharp edge. And this is going to be a horizontal card. Now I want to cut the other pieces. We're going to use our trimmer, very valuable tool. You've got the trimmer trimmer and the scorer all in one. So this piece is going to be 5 1/4. Ah, it's already 5 1/4. Lucky me. And now we're going to make it 4. You can see how easily that cuts. Now the next piece here was the background. And this is all from Santa's Express. And this is the piece. It's got stars on the other side, but we're going to cut it about right here because I want those packages. So let me cut it right on this line first. This is the width that I want. So I'm going to line it up with our little tray there. And now I want this. This is a little bit different than the one we've got, but I think I'm just going to cut it at 5 1/4 and be happy. I may move the orientation of my little hippo. So I'm going to put that away because we're done with that. And this paper says, I don't know if you can see it, Falalala. And that's going to be our background on our Granny Apple Green. So I'm going to use our seal to attach this paper. Generally, if you start from the edge here and you get these 3 even, this one has to be even. So, and then we're going to attach this so that you can see the Falalala around the edges. So I'm going to set that aside and work on our little hippo here. Now this is a cling stamp, so I don't need a pad or a mat or anything underneath it. And I'm going to take just a scrap that she will fit onto. See, like that. And I'm going to stamp her in Smoky Slate. So I want her kind of to be mellow, or muted. That might be a better word than mellow. Well, Jennifer, it's not all that amazing. Sometimes I can get ideas from other places like Pinterest. Sometimes other demonstrators load things. So I'm going to color her now. And I had fun with this. Going to use light gray granite for her snout, and I'm using my Stampin blenders. Whoops, I went outside her nose a little bit. I'm going to do just the inside of her ear, and you don't have to have a real heavy hand. I'm using her, the brush. Ah, that's not where I wanted to color. Oh well, it's going to be dark over that, so that'll be fine. So I've got her snout and her tummy done in light gray granite. Now I'm going to do the rest of her in dark gray granite. Now I have also used crumb cake to get kind of a brownish. I have done one where I laid down a crumb cake and then did the gray granite over. Isn't she a happy hippo? And now I'll get this leg colored right. Nope, that's her too. Okay. Now we're going to paint the toenails. This kind of was my own creation today, Jennifer, because I didn't find anything that I wanted to copy. So I kind of looked at what I had, and it came together in my mind. Now we're going to do her tutu. And her ballet slippers. And now I'm going to go to the other side. I was using the brush point. Now I'm going to the fine tip. I hope I'm on screen. And I'm going to just do the ties on her slippers. There you go. And there's our hippo, all ready to be cut out. Before I do that, is there anything else I need to cut out? Nope. Okay. Well, I'm going to get my mini emboss and cut. She's got a light footprint. Going to put our hippo right there and pull our die out that matches the dancing hippo. If you want to keep that steady, you can put a little piece of washi tape on it if you have any of that stuff left over. Put on our top plate, and we're going to run it through. Everything's going to wobble a little bit. Well, I have to say that I had seen a couple of the hippos with Christmas papers, and I thought that's what I wanted to do for today. There is still time to get the happy hippos, or the, what is it called? Hippest hippos. There's still time to get that. So I thought, what a great thing for Christmas. Now, the next thing I want to do, I'm going to stamp this greeting, and I took this from A Christmas to Remember, and this is Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I thought that that is what our hippo would like to say to you. I wasn't sure it would fit, but it just fits. And that is in Granny Apple Green, which is what our base is. Now I'm going to use our punch. This is a new punch. I offhand can't remember the name of it. Lasting label, perhaps. And it punches out a beautiful shape. But I think I'm going to have to rearrange how this goes because I want my hippo to be the highlight. And this won't work. And that makes it lopsided. So I think I'm going to put this here and put our hippo here. So now I'm going to get some now I've got this new cabinet that I'm using, and I've got a lot of stuff in there that I'm going to use on camera, but I had some Stampin Dimensionals out, and I have misplaced them. So I'm going to have to go get another sheet, which is fine. I've got them all divided up between got the small dimensionals in one little drawer. I've got the regular dimensionals in another little drawer. I've just tried to put things where they would be easy to grab. Now on the first card I made, and we don't want a saggy middle on our hippo. On the first card I made, you can see that I have her holding a bunch of candy canes to reflect the candy canes that are on the paper. But on this one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So we're going to, whoops, where were we? No, I'm going to wait on that. So you've got about 10 days left. If you haven't gotten our Hippest Hippos stamp set with a $50 purchase, you might want to be interested in doing it if you love it that much. $50 purchase could include this, this wonderful paper. I'll show you some of it. Okay, so we're going to put her right there dancing around. And then I think this is going to go in the bottom corner so that the candy canes show and the trees show. But now I have cut out from the, well, this must be from the tree lots. I wanted her to be holding a wreath. So I'm going to use I had to think of what it was. Changing my take your pick tool to be able to pick this off. And I'm going to kind of roll it on my hand before I put it on so that it doesn't show the whole thing. And I'm going to put that right there on her hand. And now I've got this teeny little bow. And I'm sure there are wreaths and bows in other places. Again, I've rolled it so you can see it doesn't take up so much room. I'm going to put that bow right on the bottom of the wreath. Well, let me get it in the middle. So there's our hippest hippo celebrating Christmas. She's all done up for Christmas with her red tutu and her fingernails painted and her ballet shoes on. So we've got the one with the candy canes and the one with the wreath. And I will be, hello Virginia, so glad you joined us today. I've just finished making our hippest hippo Christmas card. I just thought it could lend itself well. We've got one with candy canes and one with a wreath, and now we want to get some rhinestones on here. A little bit of bling it up. Got a little package. Since these are sealed at the end, I open them from the side so they can slide out, and then when I'm done with them, they slide back in if I leave that in there as well. So let's put one on our sentiment there, and one underneath our dancing hippo, and one up in our forest. A triangle with an odd amount is most pleasing to the eye, and the triangle will formation will draw your eye around the card. So that's just a quick tip that didn't cost you anything extra today. So this is adorable. I know, it's so cute. We might want to put a little piece of dimensional on that side. Let me get my snips. Let's take some off that edge. Take a tiny little piece, just a tiny bit, and put it underneath this edge of the oh, kitty's come to see what I'm doing. If I had thought to do that before, I would have been able to trim it off. But this way, there, I know it's secure. Okay, so I want to talk about something else. I have, and one of you will be getting your choice of the candy cane or the wreath when I do my random drawing. So I'll mail you this card, either one. But I do want to show you something I've been working on. This is a set of awesome otter cards. Here's one. It's a fun fold to a friend. What's new? Another fun fold. And what's new could be just filling your friend in on what's been going on. We've got You Were Utterly Awesome. And this opens up with the top. And then we've got two birthday cards. A girl or female and a boy or masculine. So what I want to tell you about is this kit can be yours for $25 plus shipping, which is about $8.33. I will send you everything you need to make. I'm looking for something. Sorry, I'm looking for something and I can't find it offhand. Here we go. You will also, for that $25, get the Awesome Otters stamp set and a half a pack of the Marvelous paper. Simply Marvelous paper. Has all these colors plus a couple more. I think there's a gray and another color. But you can see that they reverse from a marble side to a swirl side. So, so this is, yes, Virginia, I see you found me. That's great. So you'll get a half a pack of this paper and the Awesome Otters and everything cut for you to work on, to put them together. So I'm going to be posting this. If you're interested, then you can let me know back. I'll have a time for the registration to start and end, and you'll just need to add some coloring and ink. So and this will be, you will get a paper to be able to mask this too. So I am going to say goodbye for now. In case you wondered, I am feeling wonderful, all rested. I get enough sleep. Jennifer, maybe we can make a deal. So, I'm glad that you have joined me today to make these sweet hippo cards, and I look forward to seeing you next Sunday with my new, with a new last chance celebration items. I think I've got one that should be here by then that you will just love. Something that you can get free with a $100 order. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate your support. Please share my video so that others can see it, and to strengthen our personage on Facebook. I also will be uploading this to YouTube, so it will be available for you to see. Thanks for joining me, and have a great rest of your Sunday afternoon. Bye-bye.